Diane and I wrote our book, Where India Goes, because we wanted to bring other people into a puzzle that had stumped us. The puzzle that stumped us was what to do about open defecation in rural India. But we got to that point because we were originally interested in a different puzzle, which is what's going on with the health and well-being of children in India. You could tell from the statistical data that children in India are shorter than children in other places. Neonatal mortality is higher in India than in other places. And these are puzzles because a lot of other developing countries are poorer than India is. And so we wanted to know what's going on with children's health. Now there are a number of things that make the situation tough for children in India. One is women's status, that young moms in India have low social status, they don't eat a lot, and that shows up in the health of their babies. But another thing, and the thing that this book is about, is sanitation and the disease environment. India is a place with very high population density on the one hand, and a lot of open defecation on the other hand. And so that means that an awful lot of children in India, especially rural northern India, are exposed to a lot of their neighbors' open defecation and come into contact with those germs. And so we wrote this book in part to share what we learned about how important that open defecation is for children's growth and development and for the whole population that they grow into. But we also wrote the book to share what we learned about why there's open defecation in India, about the sorts of ideas of purity and pollution and casteism, and how people think about latrine pits filling up and needing to be emptied, that keep people from wanting to use the same sorts of pit latrines that people are happy to use in other developing countries. And so, on the one hand, we feel like by learning about all of these things, we answered some of the original questions that we started out with. But we end up with a different mystery, a different puzzle, which is what to do about it. And so in the book we write that we wrote this book to bring other people into a problem that we don't know what to do about, and hopefully it'll get other people involved in and excited about trial and error around these solutions to these problems of purity and pollution and latrine pits filling up. And hopefully that can lead to something that really can accelerate the decline of open defecation in rural India.